home win, 3 on the bounce now here. It must be a good feeling.
Yeah, I thought it was a comfortable win. I thought we were good value for it. I don't think we were brilliant today, but we were more than good enough to win the game. Really solid, didn't give up many chances. I've not seen the second offside, but the first one's onside. So Wardy's timed his run perfectly, so that would have been a really, really good goal because we kept it. And we had to be patient because they just sat in. You know, they've Exeter City, Huddersfield fans know a lot about them, but they've just kept 6 clean sheets in a row. You know, level on points with us. I think they've conceded 8 goals in 11 games before today. So, you know, we could have walked off the pitch 3 or 4-0. So, yeah, I was really pleased with lots of parts of it.
There was a confidence about some of that interplay that you're talking about, especially for those chances that Danny had, that shows that the boys are starting to believe in what they're doing a little bit, and especially with the feeling coming from the crowd as well. It feels like it's coming together a little bit in the past couple of weeks.
I thought the crowd were good in terms of they stayed patient and they understood. You know, sometimes you go backwards, sideways, and you're keeping it, but we had to draw them out. So you can't just keep going, going long, because that's what they want you to do. So, Wildsy got in the first half, which would have been another really, really good goal. So there's a trust in each other. They're starting to look more like a team in everything they do, with and without the ball, not so much the individuals. And we said to them before the game, he's finding a way to win. I thought we looked a little bit leggy second half. It's been a hard week. It's been a good week, but it's been a hard week. And we've had to go to the well on Tuesday night and dig in. And then there's the expectancy of, right, we're going to beat Exeter then because you're at home. And luckily, it almost felt like a Northampton moment where we beat Bolton and then everyone just goes, oh, you win the next 2 games. And we didn't. So I think that acceptance of you've got to win. You've got to find a way of beating them. And we did that today. And the same thing will be the next game, because the only reason that we're on TV is because they want a cup shot. So we have to adapt that mentality of we're not underdogs, not in this league. We're a big fish and the players have to deal with it. And they have done recently. We
were speaking to Tom Lees a short while ago about his opinions on the game. And he was saying that tough period, it's something that you've echoed and said yourself, it was a learning period. They've learned a lot about themselves and each other and what they're capable and what they're not capable of as well. That seems to be translating to how they're approaching games more than anything, because his first point about Friday was we've got to train properly and we've got to approach it properly because we know what happens when we don't.
Yeah, I think the message has been, and it's easy for me to say when we just won a couple of games in a row, but it was the real frustration was they couldn't take they weren't taking their training performances onto the match day, and they're starting to do it, like you've just alluded to there. So it's having that trust that we've got some good players. So when we went to Birmingham and the press is really, really good, but then we just throw the ball away and you can't do it. So now today I thought the patience and the acceptance of they're a possession based team and we pretty much had all the ball, particularly first half, until the second goal really. So it's really pleasing that side of the mentality, because no one wants to lose 5 and 6. Trust me.
The only change that you're planning on making was Brodie for Ollie Turton, and this morning you're obviously dealt the blow of Bojan having to miss out. Danny Ward came in and did fantastically. It speaks to some of the strength and depth we've got and the quality that's in the whole squad.
Yeah, Bojan's hardly kicked the ball for us. Reece has hardly kicked the ball for us. You've got Radinho, you've got Lee Nichols who's a championship goalkeeper. Misha Helik's probably a championship goalkeeper.
That's not a bad 5-6-a-side team.
Well, you've got the best right back in League One last year, who's not out. He's out for 8 weeks. You've got Josh Crome, who's the top goal scorer. So there's 5 or 6 names there, and they're getting most teams in this league. So hopefully, with the signs that we're showing in terms of the togetherness and a shift in the mentality and players coming back, it'll be tough teams to pick, but that's not a bad thing.
No, the one thing as well that's not a bad thing is when your centre half keeps popping up with goals with Matty Pearson. He's had a habit of that since he came into blue and white a few seasons ago. Tom Lees' only complaint was that we're not crossing the ball towards him on set plays, but Matty's got a better habit of scoring than he does at the minute.
Lees has missed quite a few chances. So I'm glad they're falling to Matty, not Leesy, because his XG is actually really good, Leesy, but never seems to score. He's only ever scored 3 in a season, which we've already looked at. So no, I don't care. It's a nice habit to have. It's something I didn't have as a player. It's a magnet in both boxes for him. Leesy is a magnet in our box, not so much there. So no, it's a nice quality to have, because again, for all our good players, it's a set play. It's a set play that gets us on our way, and it's breaks their spirit a little bit. But I thought we were good value today.
What does the next week look like? Because we play on a Friday evening, which is not usual for us. It's a 3G pitch we're going to. Like you said, the BBC cameras are going to be there. It's a first round of the FA Cup, which a few of these boys won't have experienced for a while at least. It's a completely different proposition for us.
Yeah, it's just to go there and deliver performance and win the game. You get no credit for it. it's just like today. No, without being disrespectful to Exeter, if we end up doing what we want to do this season, will anyone remember this game? Probably not. But the points are just as valuable. So we don't want to be a banana skin. We've got to tread over that by delivering a performance and look like a League One team against a non-league team. Because one thing they will be, I've been non-league. I've played in the cameras and things like that, and they will be up for it, and it will be noisy.
Perfect. Gaffer, congratulations on the 3 points, and thanks again for joining us.
Cheers, Raj.